Today we got a little ranking video. Oh yeah, today we are going to rank video game console startups.
Wow.
Yeah, what are we drinking
Today
today?
we're drinking Dayglow by Elysian. This is a straightforward IPA.
All right, you know the drill. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you never miss one of our bi-weekly uploads. And sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and let's rank some awesome video game startup menus.
You got the Outsiders, Kevin Nash.
Scott Hall.
And if you get a chance, you need to be watching Gaming Off the Grid.
Don't miss it.
Ever.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but there is possibly nothing more nostalgia evoking than an awesome video game console startup menu.
Oh, yes.
I mean, who doesn't remember the first time they played PlayStation 1, the Sega Dreamcast, the Nintendo GameCube, so on and so forth? Today, though, we're going to take the task of ranking these video game startup menus.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there are some stimulations. We only have 11 of them. So we only picked ones that are consistent, that have startups. We're not doing any handhelds. I know there's a lot of cool handheld startups, but we narrowed it down to 11, and there's probably ones that you guys are like, you guys didn't talk about that one? Well, we couldn't talk about them all.
Yeah.
So these are just the ones we picked.
Yeah, kind of the ones that move us a little bit. And, you know, this stupid ranking program only lets you go to 10, so there is a bucket that's called 10th and 11th.
Yeah.
We had to share one bucket. So, anyways, let's go ahead and start
Yes,
with
so-
the startups. And then I think as they go, we just kind of throw them in there,
And then we'll
kind of adjust them as we
So
go.
I have them in a random order, so I think we just start at the beginning.
Yeah.
So let's start at the beginning with Xbox One.
All right.
Short, simple,
Short, sweet, concise. I mean, doesn't really do a ton for me.
No, and
Don't love it. It's not bad.
it doesn't have much nostalgia either since it's a new one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking right now maybe 8.
Okay, let's drop it in the 8 bucket.
8, okay. Now let's move on to one that I do have a ton of nostalgia
Okay.
for. The PlayStation 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let her rip.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
just so many memories. Like that
Yeah.
sound, I just go back to just...
That sound takes me back to like
Yeah.
20 years ago.
It's awesome. I'm very nostalgic for it, but I don't think it's like all that great.
No, I just know it so much.
So maybe middle of the road. Let's live like 5th or 6th.
Fifth. I'm thinking
yeah.
5th. Okay.
And then we're gonna shuffle these around. Of course.
This is a loose structure right now. Now moving on to another Gen 6 console, the Nintendo GameCube. This one's so iconic.
Yes, and the only one in this discussion is option 1. Many of you may or may not know I think are 3 GameCube intros, and if like you start the console holding Z on controller 1, you get like a different
Sound effect.
yeah, and then I think if you have 4 controllers and all hold it, then you get something else.
Which I didn't know was a thing, so that's kind of cool. We're just doing
Yeah,
the basic
basic,
startup.
yep.
Okay, here we go. Nintendo GameCube. Oh man.
That's got to be up there. That has got to be up there. That is an awesome startup. The cubes turning into the GameCube logo,
It's just
and it runs before anything. It's just right when you turn the console on. It just bam. I think it's up there, man.
what are you thinking?
Rough swag at it. 3rd.
Third? Okay, I was thinking second or third. Because like I'm hesitant to put something in first right
Yeah.
now.
No, I agree with you.
Second or third. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do third. All right. Now this one is one of my favorites.
Okay.
The PlayStation
Oh.
1.
This is going to be a tough one to beat.
Here we go.
So what makes that one so good to me is it's a 2-parter.
Yes, dude. So the first off is like this
Swelling bass.
and then
Then they drop the sprinkles on your naked little body
Oh my
as you're laying there.
God,
as
dude.
the PlayStation like logo appears.
that one gets me so nostalgic. And what's crazy is
Yeah.
I didn't play the PS1 that much. So
Man, that one's gonna be tough to beat. That is a
I
really
kind
good
of-
startup
I
menu.
know what I said last time. The last one, I want to be hesitant for the first, but I kind of want to put that in first.
Let's do it.
Let's put it first.
It's pretty good. It's pretty dang good. And I love that it's a two-parter.
Yes,
it's
dude.
just,
It's
that
just
swelling. Oh yeah.
with the volume turned all the way up. It sounds so
Yep,
good.
it's amazing.
Now moving on to the PS4. This one's kind of basic.
It's kind
but
of
I've
good.
heard it
Yeah.
a ton.
Yeah.
Here we go. PS4.
I mean, kind of spa-like music, maybe.
It doesn't. Not much is happening.
Good vibes, not much going on. I think, and the thing is some of these, and you guys will maybe say something like this in the comment section, but as you get into this generation, or even the generation prior to this, some of them changed with updates and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. This isn't a bad one.
This one's not bad, but I will say, since my PS4, I use it like for almost everything. This song, the startup music song, I've heard so many times. It's always on in the background, like when my PS4 is just on.
Yeah.
I think it's better than the Xbox One.
Okay.
But
I can
so
get
maybe
behind it.
7.
Okay. I'm down with that. Then up next is the PlayStation 3, which again,
Yes.
this one has changed over time, but I think we have the PS3 Slim version or
the
something
Slim
like
version.
that.
That's the one that I'm most nostalgic
Yeah,
for.
yeah. So let's let it rip.
Pretty freaking basic.
It's pretty good, and can't you customize some of this, like the colors and stuff, maybe a little bit?
Customize like the colors of like your dashboard and stuff.
I feel like it's a little better, not a lot better, but maybe a little better than the PS4.
The PS4 I like because it's a longer song.
Yeah,
Because that one kind of dissipates.
yeah,
But there's more customization in the PS3.
yeah, and it
But
did.
it's also
like,
very simple.
yeah, it did feel way futuristic. I remember at the time coming off the PS2, but I'm okay with it being kind of down towards the bottom as of right now.
Where should
anyways.
we put it?
Maybe just in the 7th bucket.
7 with
Yeah,
PS4.
yeah.
All right. Now moving on to a very unique one.
Yeah.
The Sega Saturn.
Yeah, yeah.
This one, I never played the Saturn growing up, so I don't have any nostalgia for it, but I think this one's pretty badass.
It is pretty badass. Let's let it rip.
Ooh.
It's pretty freaking good.
It's pretty good, but it's pretty simple.
It is.
But
It
it's
is.
like,
I like the kind of broken glass vibe, and then it all comes together kind of towards the end.
it has a Stone Cold vibe, broken glass.
I think we can kind of put it up there in that fourth, fifth,
Ooh,
sixth.
you're gonna put it
maybe
higher
sixth.
than I was like, no way is it higher than PS2.
Yeah.
So 6. I'm gonna do 6. All right, this one is gonna be hard to beat too. The OG
Yeah.
Xbox
It's a
startup.
good one.
What is it? I don't even know. It's just a
It just feels like
molecule.
it feels like the future has arrived.
Oh, dude.
That one's so good. It
It's
is
so
so
good.
good.
Where do we put that one?
Like,
Is it as good as the PS1?
it's damn near.
Do we put it in first with it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh,
That's
and
really
we'll
good.
battle it out later.
That's really good.
Oh man.
That's a really good startup.
All right, now moving on to the 360. This one also has variants. We're doing the later version. I think it's the Connect version.
Like the update when the Kinect
yeah,
kind of
when
came
the
out.
Connect came out. That's the one that I remember. I know there's a bunch of other ones, but that's the one I remember.
Yeah, I mean they're all kind of in a similar vein, but they did evolve over
Yes.
time. Yeah.
That one's kind of a two-parter too, because it's got
Yeah,
that
I
swell
thought
at the end.
all the 360 ones were pretty cool. They're not on the original Xbox's level though.
No,
like,
but it's still
no.
I like that, and I had a 360 growing up, and so I remember playing that. I have nostalgia for that. I think that one's pretty good, but it's very simple.
Maybe like in the 5th, 6th ish area for now, and then we gotta do some
Yeah, we're gonna
house
do
cleaning.
some. I'm gonna put it with PS2. All right, now this one's another unique one, the Sega CD.
Yeah,
A little variants, which is kind of cool because the Genesis didn't really have one.
I mean, it kind of did, and that's why the Genesis isn't on here because it kind of varied from game
Yeah,
to
from
game.
game to game. There was
It
a lot of
wasn't
consoles like that.
Like just the entire console wasn't
Yeah.
like a consistent startup. Now there's some really cool startups within Genesis games for sure. Sega
that could
logo.
be that could be its own thing. All
Yeah.
the Genesis startups,
Yeah.
you know, that could be a different ranking.
sure.
But this is the Sega CD.
Yeah, let's give it a look see. That one's really cool. I mean, to me, it tells a story of, you know, it feels very like futuristic.
It's
like things
futuristic.
are coming, things are evolving.
Yeah, and like this one is kind of weird because it's more of like a loading screen or like a waiting screen.
I'd call it like a screensaver. It
Screensaver
feels
kind
like,
of,
because
'cause
then the shit starts moving in a random clip.
It kind of reminds me of like this nostalgia of the DVD screensaver. You know?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that music just makes me want to like jive.
Yeah, it's,
I don't know. That's this one. People might be like, "Oh, that's not a startup." It's a startup, and it's very unique, and I really like it.
Yeah, I do like it.
Where should we put the Sega
Let's
CD?
throw it like up in the 6th-ish area.
6 with the Saturn. All right, we have one left.
And then we have some
Dream-
decisions to make.
The Dreamcast.
Yeah.
This one, oh, it's so good. Let's let it rip. And I know it's this one. It's varies by region.
Yeah.
We're doing the North American region,
Yep.
obviously. Oh, dude, that one gave me goosebumps.
I love
Oh, dude.
that startup.
It's so good.
I've always been a really big fan of that one. I think it's got to go up in like second place for right
Let's
now.
put it in second. Wow. So that's
Now we've
crazy.
got some
Like,
decisions to make.
the top of this bracket is like very Gen 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Which I think that, you know, that's a pretty good era of gaming. So how do we want to go about starting this?
Well,
We got a lot of middle of the pack.
we got to get something moved down to 4th.
Yes.
I think I'm pretty comfortable with what we have up at the top being the top 4.
Yes. We just got to decide what ranking it
Yeah.
goes. And the only one that we have 2 in first, so one of those has to bump down to second.
Yeah. I'm
There's
really
no
like,
way
in my mind, I'm going through right now what is better, Dreamcast or GameCube's startup.
I think we listen to them back to back.
Okay.
And then decide
Yep.
what we have. What our feelings
Yeah,
are.
okay.
So I'm gonna start with GameCube. Oh, that was so good. And now Dreamcast. Dude, they're both from Gen 6. They both the Dreamcast has like this like I don't know, like vibe to it.
Yeah.
And then the GameCube is just like do. Man, how this is really tough.
Very tough. I kind of feel like, I don't know where you're leaning. I kind of feel like GameCube 4th, Dreamcast 3rd.
Oh. This is really tough. But I'm good with that.
Okay.
GameCube 4th, so slide that baby down.
Get
Man,
out
it's
there.
crazy to say the GameCube.
I know, but this top,
This
the
is
top shelf's really
end,
good.
dude.
Top shelf's good.
Dreamcast third. Now we gotta decide what's better, Xbox or PS1. I think we listen to them back to back.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with Xbox.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Now PS1. I have a decision. I have a decision.
I do too. I think PlayStation's number 1.
Yeah, hands down.
That second
Yeah,
wave.
That's what does it. The first
Yeah.
wave, if it was just the first wave, it'd be like, okay, this is pretty good at second place. But that
Yeah.
they just give you an extra dessert or something.
Yeah. They're putting sprinkles on your
man.
cock, dude.
God, it's so good.
Yeah. It gives you goosebumps, doesn't it?
Look at that.
Okay.
PS1. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we got some meat to chop.
I think. Okay.
We got to get something down to 10th and 11th.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling that, like,
I feel like PS4 and PS3 are in that realm.
what about Xbox One? Because that one's just so.
Yeah, but it is at least a something happens.
That is true.
There's like at least a
Because on the PS4, the PS4 and the PS3, it's just that
yeah.
gas or whatever, you know? What-
That gaseous clay.
yeah, whatever that is floating around. All right, so I'm gonna move those down to 10th and 11th.
I think let's do that as a holding pattern.
We'll go from
Holding pattern.
7th to 10th and 11th. All right.
I feel like this is probably gonna freaking get you all in a tizzy.
Uh-oh.
I feel like 5th place needs to go to Sega Saturn.
What?
Yeah.
So it will D-rank PS2 and 360.
I think so.
Oh. My God.
That's just what I'm feeling.
Okay. Let's listen to the Saturn again.
Okay.
And then maybe the 360 and the PS2.
Okay.
All right. Saturn, here we go. Okay, that's really cool.
It is cool. It just
That's
has...
just really cool.
And I love the Saturn logo.
It's crisp.
And this one's varies based off region as well.
Yeah, very crisp.
I just think it's more of a... You know,
It's more of a- it's more of a,
I'm really nostalgic for it, but the PS2 intro kind of reminds me of the direction they went, in a way, with PS3 and PS4. It just
Where
kind
it's
of
just,
like...
it's just floating.
Yeah. And it just kind
The
of comes
song
in.
is good.
Yeah.
This one, it's oomph.
I think...
Okay, so just for nostalgia, I want to watch the PS2 one again.
Okay. All right.
I just want to make sure that I'm making the right decision here, because the PS2, man, right or die. Oh, but it goes into the cubes, dude. It goes into the cubes.
Yeah, but like if you put a game in and your PS2 loads really quick, it kind of cuts the intro off kind of at a weird little
Yeah,
like
it does. I will say, yeah, that one, I definitely see the evolution of where they were going for these
Yeah.
modern consoles. So where do we put PS2 then? 7th?
probably.
Oh, fuck. All right, now 360. 360 has more of an oomph to
It
it.
does.
But does it have enough oomph for the Saturn? let's watch the
Okay.
360.
It's pretty good.
That one, it kind of has 2 parts too.
You know, I kind of got to knock it a little bit for the fact that it changed several times over its console span. So like,
Yeah, that kind of makes it tough.
so depending on what you had, your nostalgia might be different from someone else's, and it wasn't like they didn't like hang their hat like we made a badass
yeah,
intro.
here's the intro for it.
I think Saturn goes over 360.
Okay,
I
okay.
really do.
So here we go. Saturn is going to 5th. 360, I'm bumping down to 6th just because.
Just for now.
So now,
I think we can move Xbox One down to 9th. That's pretty simple to
okay,
me.
Xbox One, yeah. So now we're almost there. What is better, 360 or the Sega CD? Man, the Sega CD is so cool.
It is very cool. And I've got very limited time with that console.
Yeah, me too.
But
it's-
this nostalgia it evokes for me as a Genesis fan, like, just like gets me jacked up. Like, I really like it.
I kind of want to hear it again. It just
Yeah.
puts me in a mood. The Sega CD puts me in a mood.
Yeah.
And it's such a weird console because it's an add-on.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. Dude,
Yeah,
it has like a shmup vibe.
it does. And the world and the moon kind of in the background.
Okay, this looks pretty good.
I mean, if anything can get me grooving, it's that, dude.
it kind of has a vibe of early sports games too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? Like
I do.
I feel like I'm putting in like Madden 2000.
running around just like freaking Troy Aikman quarterback
Yeah.
football.
I just picture myself running around as John Madden. He probably didn't do a lot of running though.
I'm certain of that for sure. So now we got to debate
Okay.
360 and PS2, and
I will say 360 gets bumped down. Because that's really good. We might have to come back to the Sega CD. Man, that's tough. Because that one's really good. But I don't know if it can compete with the things above it.
I don't think it can.
Yeah, I think that's okay. So now, who bumps down? I'm leaning a way that I don't want to lean right now.
I'm leaning 360 stays.
Yeah,
I think
and
it's more.
PS2 goes down.
Yeah, it's PS2's cool, and I'm super nostalgic for it, but it's kind of a.
It's simple.
Yeah, and it doesn't.
It doesn't have the
Yeah.
which man, going into this episode, I was like, PS2 is one of my favorite startups because it's just because I'm nostalgic for the console.
Yeah.
But then when we're just analyzing as a startup, I'm like,
Yeah.
man, maybe it's kind of lackluster.
I think it is. I think all of Sony's stuff after the PS1 just kind of. I mean,
They peaked at the PS1.
yeah, you know, and I'm nostalgic for all of them because I have a ton of time with the consoles, but they're not even in the same galaxy as how good the PS1 one
No,
is. They went,
that one's so
as
good.
far as startup menus go, they took a major step back.
All right, I'm bumping PS2 down to 8th. That hurts me to say. But here we go.
All right.
Is this our list? I mean, we kind of got 10th and 11th, whatever. Who cares what
Yeah.
ranking? That's last place. Is that good? Is PS1, Xbox, Dreamcast, GameCube, Saturn, CD, 360, PS2, Xbox One, and then PS4 and PS3?
I like it.
I think it's
a really good list, and it's like I don't want to overthink it,
No.
but I think we got it right. I do.
I think that feels good.
You know, I wouldn't be super upset if we flip-flopped the Dreamcast and the GameCube, although I think the Dreamcast startup is better.
That one is tough though because they both emit different vibes,
Yeah.
and just the way the cube, and it all depends too on like what you grew up with and what you're
Yeah.
nostalgic for. And what's crazy is I grew up with the GameCube.
Yeah.
But man, the Dreamcast, that swirl. And
Yeah. It sets the tone. It really does.
PS1 is our winner, and I know we've heard it twice.
Yeah.
Now, but I think as a winner, we got to
Yeah.
hear it one more time.
All right, let's rock it one more time.
Just as the champion, the PS1. Here we go. Oh, it glistens.
It does.
Ah, it's beautiful. That is a beautiful start.
I have a feeling that's what, when you walk into heaven, that's what plays.
Wow, when the gates are opening.
Yeah.
And then that second part is when our Lord
When you
and
see
Savior
of Latter-day
of
Saints.
Latter-day Saints is
Yeah.
there.
You see-
Welcome, my
He
son.
says, welcome. Hello there, young man. My name is Baby Jesus.
My name's Baby Jesus, and here's a PS1 controller.
Yeah, do you want to play Twisted Metal?
Let's fucking go. That's what he said.
All right, I like our list.
Yeah, I think that's really good. Man, ranking is fun, guys. Let us know in the comments below what you would rank and why. Nostalgia. I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of things in play.
There's no right or wrong answers on these.
It's just fun, dude.
Yeah,
and
they are fun.
I got goosebumps a lot listening to these. It brought up some feelings that I wasn't ready for. It's good. But you know what I'm good at is drinking away my feelings.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this beer by Elysian.
Yeah.
Dayglow IPA. There's a tiger emitting
Beams.
beams. dude.
Laser beams.
Wow. Dayglow.
beams.
What do you think?
It's a really good IPA.
Yeah,
I like this.
It's a simple IPA.
Yeah.
It's not too hoppy. It's not too aggressive. It's a very easy drinker.
This reminds me a lot of when IPAs first came on the scene.
Yes,
you know,
they're
we've gotten
just
crazy with
simple.
all these hazies and
Doubles,
yes,
triples.
and Napa, auto parts and all this.
Yeah, Napa Valley. And, yeah.
All this. This is just freaking
It's
straight no
it's kind of
chaser.
just back to the roots
Yeah.
of like simple, good beer. And Elysian is really good. Yeah, I like this beer a lot. I think if you're like getting into craft beer, this would be a good starting
Yep.
point. This would be a good beer to bring to a party. This would be
a
a good summer beer, dude.
retro video game intro title screens, whatever you want to call it, with a retro IPA.
Whoa.
Was that planned?
We did that on
I
purpose?
don't know. We are pretty smart.
Are we good? We're good.
Pretty dang good.
Man, I just want to play PS1 now.
Video game startup menus. Hit that comment section below. Where'd we get it right? Where'd we get it wrong? What are your thoughts? And how would you rank the video game startup menus in this episode? Yes, there's a few that
and
went
I
in
know
here.
you're going to be like, how come we didn't talk about this console? Because we didn't. Okay?
Yeah. Go ask the mailman if he's your dad. We'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid.
Back in my day is the milkman. You try this?
Yeah.
Get a little Dayglow on.
Dayglow on. Dayglow on ya. Dayglow on ya.
Dayglow on your lasagna.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get it?
I think we got it.
One and done.
One take 10.
Less than a minute.
Yeah.
Fuck. How are we supposed to have bloopers?
We're in the groove, man.
Yeah. Ember's new groove.